My name is Vickie Ybarra. I'm currently serving as Assistant Secretary for Partnership Prevention and Services at Department of Children, Youth, and Families in Washington State. We are the Uber agency. We used to have a separate Department of Early Learning, and in 2018 became a joint agency with Early Learning, Child Welfare, and Juvenile Justice. The work I'm going to talk about today, we completed when I was in a previous position as Director of our Office of Innovation Alignment and Accountability, the agency's Research and Data Unit. Next slide, please. It was great to hear Adrienne's example of how CUSP has evolved and their use of it has evolved over time in Massachusetts. We have a similar trajectory, although most of this talk will concentrate on how we've applied the data, how we've used the data in unique and helpful ways as we've moved our policy out for improvement and expansion. Our work with CUSP and its precursors started back in 2013, in a QRIS pilot where we were just in the beginning stages of developing our QRIS system, and we're able to have some federal grants to help support that work, and that predated my time with the agency. We then moved on after I came on as research director at the Department of Early Learning. We started what we called an underserved populations project that started helping us look at eligibility segmentation, capacity gap analysis, extreme access deserts. So similar to what Adrienne shared in Massachusetts, access deserts were really important for us to look at, where we have the most unmet need. We use extreme access deserts, from Aaron Hardy's work, also in Massachusetts. Because if we map just access deserts in Washington State, it's about half the state. So we need something that would get us a smaller group of zip codes or local areas where we could focus efforts. CUSP has also been used to inform facilities expansion, early learning facility expansion in King County, our largest urban county in the state. It helped to justify some bond work for facility expansion. And was really useful there when there was some public transit dollars available to do facility expansion. And then most recently, and this is what I'll talk about today, we have used the CUSP data to help us in both the implementation and evaluation of a large piece of state legislation that we call the Fair Start for Kids Act, where we used public dollars, primarily from COVID ARPA funds, to push out a lot of money to early learning providers in an attempt to not only maintain the system and not lose capacity during the pandemic, but also to prepare and strengthen our early learning providers for the next step of expansion and quality improvement.